brings it back the other way.
On Sundays, they've been sitting and waiting. Oh, beautiful move by Nowitzki.
Evans glued to him. Here's Nowitzki for the win. Got it. And the game is over.
Carter back to Mark James. Then it's Carter from Dirk. 5 seconds. Dirk for 3. Yes!
For Ginobili, 19 of the second half. Nowitzki goes right at Bowen. And the foul.
Wide open, fakes the three. Gives to Nowitzki, drives by Ewing.
Dirk with the game tie with 5, with 4. Dirk Nowitzki for the lead. He's got it.
No timeout for Dallas. 5 seconds to go. Dirk from the left wing. It's overtime.
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crit.
What's up, YouTube? We're back in the video coming out a big body banger that you was 2 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like and subscribe before 5K. You know what I'm saying? Today on the build on local corner show with this Dirk Nowitzki next gen build video. If you heard, I almost messed up and said 4K, but no, we're on the road to 5K still. Thank y'all for running up the subs. I'm about to hit 4,100 subscribers. Then we finna hit that 4,200. Then eventually that 5,000. So keep subbing up. Keep doing what you gotta do. I'm preparing for this 2K23 season, and yes, the content will stay consistent. So I hope y'all are ready for it. But yeah, this next gen Dirk build was requested a lot. A lot of y'all wanted to see it, so here it is today. I had a good time making it, and it definitely was very accurate in my opinion for what I was trying to go for. So yeah, you know, I had the post fades, and on top of that, like, I was getting double teamed for most of the gameplay, yet I was still very consistent with what I was doing. So yeah, you know, I got that supreme post scoring with this build. On top of that, supreme shooting and a little bit of defense. So you'll see what I got as soon as we get into it. But without further ado, let's get right into the attributes that I use for this Dirk Nowitzki build video. All right, so as you see, you already have the logistic stuff, power forward, you know, number 41, all that good stuff. And I'm surprised his number isn't retired yet, but that's beside the point. All right, now for the height, you make him 7 feet tall. The weight is 246 pounds. His wingspan 7'3", and you want to have a solid body build. Now with the actual attributes, you're going to have very high post scoring and shooting attributes, especially for a 7-foot build. So what you're gonna do is max out that speed, acceleration, and strength, you know, just so that you have the power back downs for the most part, 95 stamina, and enough vertical to do some damage, you know, so you're not just completely unathletic, because young Dirk was getting up there. So you want to max out that, well, not max out, but you want to put that ball handling at 60. You want to max out the speed with ball, and you want the pass accuracy. Wow, I just stuttered crazy. That was kind of bad. But yeah, you want to put that pass accuracy up to 70. Now this is where it gets good. You see that 99 post control, that 80 standing dunk, and then you see driving dunk, driving layup, and then the close shot 90. So you see with the shooting, you know, I have maxed out mid-range and maxed out 3-point shooting. And then for the defense, you know, I give myself enough attributes so I do damage. You know, Dirk Nowitzki, especially young Dirk Nowitzki, was very good on the defensive end. And even older Dirk Nowitzki, he wasn't just a complete defensive liability. You know, he was still getting blocks, rebounds, this, that, and the third. So he did what he had to do. So there's a stigma about him and his defense, but he was a solid defender for what it's worth. So you see I gave him that 85 block, you know, that 85 interior defense, 85 defensive rebound. You know, he's able to play on the blocks and do what he has to do. Now for the takeover, what you want to go with is post shot daggers and spot of precision, but you have access to the defending takeover, the sharpshooting takeover, the glass cleaning takeover, and the post scoring takeovers. So it's up to you with how you want to put it on. And you see right here I made a 2-way 3-level scorer, which is a very good build for Dirk Nowitzki. You know, the shades of are kind of weird, like how is the shades of a Wendell Carter Jr. or an Amari Stoudemire? Maybe Evan, I don't even see the Evan Mobley, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so the badge spread was very balanced. I did what I had to do. You know, I had enough badges to do damage in each category. And on top of that, it's just an amazing scoring build. Like, this build was definitely one of the better scoring big men that I've made. Like, not even just saying that because it's Dirk, but just saying that in 2K context. You know, like, mans was just scoring. I was getting double teamed the whole game. The whole game, every time I got the ball, the computer just coming to me. Like, you see, I only scored one basket and they're already double teaming me, and it's kind of crazy that the computer did that. But yeah, this build definitely had all the tools to do what it had to do, especially in the post. You know, it was really simple to score in the post and simple to space out because I had that jump shot. But still, they were double teaming me, and those post fades were coming in handy. I was shooting over 2 or 3 defenders every time. You know, I was getting blocks, rebounds, steals. Like, I was just everywhere on the court that I had to be at. So it was definitely a good refresher. You know, I did what I had to do in terms of offensive and defensive end. But obviously, it was just annoying because they kept double teaming me, but it didn't really stop my scoring. You know, it didn't slow me down at all. So that's one thing I would say about this build, is that it's just one of those builds where it can just score like at will for the most part. Like, you could take it to the post, you could take it to the 3-point line, pull up mid-range. Like, at the end of the day, it's all based on how you play. Now, with Dirk in real life, obviously, it was the same exact thing. You know, Dirk would get double team, triple team in the post, and he still just score, like, effortlessly. Especially young Dirk, he had a bigger bag. You know, man was dunking on people, was very athletic. You know, well, not very athletic, but athletic for what we think Dirk is and what Dirk was in 2011, you know, but very athletic compared to that. You know, he still had hopes, not hops, but it was like a capital hopes, you know. Now it's like lowercase, but still, you know, definitely is a top 5 power forward all time. You know, I think a lot of us took his play style for granted too, because he definitely revolutionized what it's like to play as a big man in the NBA. You know, he was pretty much that first pure scoring big, you know, that big man that can score literally from anywhere on the court, whether it was 3-point or the post, dunking on defenders. Like, there was no weakness he had offensively at all. And I mean, I think he's the reason why we see people like, you know, Jaren Jackson Jr., Joel Embiid, you know, Nikola Jokic, like these bigs that can also shoot. I feel like he's definitely that main reason on top of obviously Steph Curry. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on 5K, you know what I'm saying? Comment any builds y'all want, and I will eventually get to them. But until then, I'm out. Peace.